So with Chaos, every enemy has randomized stats, experience and gold given, and resistances. We also have no keys needed, short Sharlock, permanent torch, very fast experience. This can be a 20-minute seed. This could be still a 2-hour seed.
All right, and we are off. Our racers are getting the instructions from the king, and we are going to take a look at this treasure chest here and see what we've got in the throne room, at least.
Herb, and gold, and they start with the sleep spell.
Yeah, I mean, not too terrible stat start here. So, I mean, let's see what we get out of the treasury, and we might have a little bit of a either a fun time or it's going to be a grind for items.
Well, they should be glad they got that herb because there's a swamp start.
Yeah, and looks like we do have the sword right there in the get go, as well as some more gold, and yeah, lots of gold to start.
Reseed.
You know, that just seems to be the running joke this week on all of our seeds. That sword has always been either right there or in the bottom of the basement here.
Yeah, we've had some pretty good seeds this week. One was way shorter than we expected, but most of them are running about expected time. Looks like, oh wow, Angel has got first kill and is level 4 already.
Man, spicy leveling already. So this is going to be interesting. And he also pulled hurt more, or was it heal more or hurt more off of that?
That was Healmore.
Neat. So we've already got at least some healing going on.
Have an attack power of 85 already for Angels, so yeah, this is going to be fast.
Yeah, and Sharlock is right there. We have Canuck who's already found it. It looks like he went north while everybody else is just kind of sticking around the castle area there.
So Shubes was level 5 and is now leveled up again. He will be at level 6. Still no extra spells there.
Yeah, and we did find Free Cave there with Canuck. Didn't quite see what he pulled from there.
Nor did I. So much going on at once. We have a green dragon killing Angel. We have a blue dragon killing Shubinator.
Juzel says that it was gold in the Free Cave, so not too great a pull on that one. But hey, still quite a few caves to go. Still quite a few more chests to pull anything from before we get anything out of that one.
Bobski is going up to at least level 7. Looks like 7 by the stats. New spell. It is Radiant? Yeah, Radiant. No, Return.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, Return. And so with the start of this, there was absolutely nothing there in the castle. So, you know, we still have to get, even with this easy chaos and everything, we still do have to get the 3 required items to create that bridge into Sharlock.
That's right, we need to track down the Stones of Sunlight, the Silver Harp, which we'll trade in for the Staff of Rain, and Erdrick's Tease admin token. And then find our Rainbow Drop from the Jerk. Then we can get into Sharlock. It is only 1 floor. We'll go in, we'll have access to the Dragon Lord right away.
Right, and of course, you know, there's always the opportunity of, you know, with this being short Sharlock, you got those chests immediately. There's always a chance that you may not find the armor until it's time to get in there.
Indeed. Good thing is you don't have to go through those barrier tiles, so if you do get in, you can check the 7 chests in Sharlock fairly quick.
Right, and then Shubinator did find Jerk Cave just before his death to the swamp tiles out there. Looks like we're going to have a rather large swamp area to get through before we get through this evening.
Yep, so we've got, let's see, Angel's the highest experience. Oh, wow. 512 experience and is already on level 10. This is definitely going to be fast.
Oh yeah, this is going to be super fast, pending any kind of exploration issues.
We have found Hawksness. And yeah, okay, Shubinator finds a Jerk Cave as well. Wow, this is hard to keep track of already.
Oh yeah, so he's found Staff Cave, he's found Jerk Cave. He just hasn't found any of those items yet. You know, he's already got quite a bit of information on it just behind him. And of course, we do have Angel heading there into Hawksness to check that tile, see what we've got on that spike tile. Demon Knight with the baby breath takes him down, though.
Yeah. Fun of chaos is you attack everything at least once to try to find out what its stats are because, I mean, the red dragon could have 5 HP, you don't know, and the blue slime could have 255 attack, like we've seen some nights.
Oh yeah, and the uh, the craziness to add to all this is once they do get everything and get in there to Charlotte, there's always the question of what's the spike tile there because it's going to take the strongest enemies to stick into Charlotte Castle, and then once you're done with that, it's going to be what kind of DL1 and DL2 are we going to look at?
Yeah, DL2, the only difference really in DL2 is it could have sleep, it could have heal, and its HP range goes from 100 to 230 HP. DL1, on the other hand, I mean, it could have a lot of HP, it could have very little HP, it could hit you for, 105, even with Erdrick's armor. You gotta be a little careful for DL1. DL2 is a little more standard.
Right. I know the seed that we ran earlier today. That one had 180 or 179 hit points, and even at level 19, it was super sketchy. We had a couple people who just last swung on that one.
So it looks like a Magic Wyvern on the Hux's Spike tile, which I don't know what it did, but it took Gibobsky pretty quick.
DL2.
Ah. Prices in the shops are also high today. Angel can't afford anything here, other than maybe some leather armor.
Well, I mean, it's a start and it's something. So yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at some of these other shops once we can get a little further in. But I mean, that's Cantlin. That's three shops right there, and it's just, oof.
Tries to pull a gold trick and sell Erdrick's sword. It is worth 6 gold. Did manage to pick up a half plate though.
Right. So I mean, there's a little bit of armoring there, and again with the with the heal more, that'll help out trying to get across this barrier. But we're gonna find out right now whether we get any kind of coordinates to go take a look at.
And our jerk today wants us to search 11 north and 37 east. Not too bad at all.
Nope, those are super countable. Looks like it's going to put him right in one of those swamps that we were sitting in earlier.
Immediately dies, knowing he can probably counter it fairly quick.
So looks like the princess is going to be still in another castle.
But they must not. Saying that in Chaos, it never hurts to rescue the princess because she can tell you how much experience you need to your next level. And with experience levels randomized, you never know if it's going to be a, 10,000 XP level or a 10 XP level.
Right, and Angel is going to go ahead and count those steps, but it doesn't look like it's going to help any because he's kind of blocked there. He's going to have to find another direction to go to try and take that little bit of a count there. So you might actually have to see the princess on this
one. Unless you can see from the other side. I'm assuming it'll be the other side of Swamp Cave.
Yeah, and looks like Bobsky's going in there to go pick up our princess and take her back to the castle.
Or it gets taken out by Blue instead. So we hit level 10 around 500 experience, 550 experience. Right now we've got Shubinator up to almost 1100 and still hasn't hit level 11. So this could be a big experience block for a while.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things about that randomizer is with random experience, you could hit 10 levels off of that, that just 500, and then you can go all the way to about 4 or 5K and still not hit level 11. We had that earlier, and it was, that was a big block of experience to get just for one level.
Yeah, I think it happened on last night's too. They were grinding for a long time on one level. Oh, and as we say that, at 1,394 experience, Shubes has gone up to 11.
Right on. And then, of course, after that, it could just be 1 or 2 fights. He could hit 12, 13 and easily have a nice little chunk of levels are expended with just a few experience points.
Yeah. Have we seen anything with 255 or even over 200 experience yet?
I've not seen anything yet. I mean, we have our first metal slime sighting, and he has the hurt more spell. So spicy little slimes. And Juzel says red slimes are 255 right outside of Tanager.
Let's go find us some slimes then. Silver Shield is at a discount, but it's still over 3,000 gold. Not what we'd like to see.
Right, especially with we did have that the possible gold grind, but again, gold grind in chaos is just not worth it, especially with definitely having the problem of you're going to die once or twice before you even get anywhere, more than likely.
Most likely. I'm a little disappointed though that none of these seeds have seemed to have been, searching for the noodle for a half hour. That's some of the fun of chaos.
Right. And does look like we did find Erdrick's token in Gierenham, so we do have the token. We've got one piece. We're looking for the next one.
Mountain Cave is in the back. So far, just a cursed belt.
Meanwhile, Canuck there and Remy are about to collect that chest.
'Twas an herb.
Well, now you can't win them all, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. There's still, all of Garen's grave left. There's 4 chests left in Mountain. I don't know if they found anything in Hoxie yet. There's more spots we can look.
Oh, yeah. And the droll with the sleep and a little bit of hard hitting sends Bobski back to the castle to rethink his priorities.
2 gold chests in the second and third chest in Mountain, which is fairly good if Angel can get a little bit more. He can... does he have outside? Yes, he does. He can outside and grab that silver shield.
Right, so we've got that set up at least. So now we just got to get back outside, go pick up that shield. He's set at least for a little bit till he can find that armor. But of course, the armor could be absolutely anywhere, to include down there in Charlock.
Indeed. We have the Hangry Canuck taken out by Stoneman, still at level 10. Shubinator's in Garenham now, about to pick up his token and hit Mountain Cave. And in the bottom of Mountain, more gold, so Angel now has enough gold for that silver shield.
Yep, and Bobski, he did get taken out a little bit just a few seconds ago there by a green dragon. Those things are hitting really, really hard tonight. So we may, and I do believe we saw a red dragon earlier, so it looks like the fun police are actually going to be the greens instead of the red guys tonight.
Switching out the colors here and there.
Just call it the military. That's what we'll call it on that one.
Just a different branch. Bobski taken out again, and looks like Shubinator is going to do the exact same play that Angel did, more than likely anyway.
Yeah, looks like he's going to head down there, pick up. He's got the token. Going to go in the back of Garenheim and grab a couple of things. And of course, Bobski finding Jerk Cave again, and going to take a look around and see what he can find, probably south of this.
Hangry is still looking through a swamp. I don't know if he's found anything yet. Oh, finds a town right now. Back in Rimmildar.
And that's back in Rimmildar.
So he'll take a quick stop at the inn and then try to explore some more.
Right, and so of course, our stats looking here at 10 and 11. We are looking super low at HP and MP, but of course, still early in the game. Just going to have to kind of sit back and wait and see what we pull. And of course, Angel FM finding coal. I missed what the tile had, but hey, we've got coal, so that means we've got at least another tile out of the way.
De nada.
So that leaves at least one more spike tile to check at Hawksness once everybody thinks they've got a little bit more of an umph to kind of check that tile.
No, we've only seen one curse belt, so we know there is one spot, and of course we have coordinates, so we know it's there. But the other curse belts could be in Sherlock or anywhere else, so there should be one more somewhere if Hawksness has an item.
Right, and of course we have Swamp South right there inside Tanagil, so we may be able to take a look at Swamp North, see what's up there. I didn't realize that's what that was earlier when they pulled in.
I don't remember anyone checking it, honestly.
I do believe that Canuck checked it, but I think he stepped in and stepped right back out. Said, "You know what? Gonna explore out here first."
Right, right.
And yeah, those stonemen are pretty hard right now. I mean, that running from those, we've seen a lot of failures in running from the stonemen, and the angel takes another dive on those. So he's going to go ahead and decide, hey, I'm already here in the castle. Let's go and see what's on the other side.
Tablet Cave has the wings, nothing big there. And we've got Bobsky going after that Magic Wyvern once more.
He's going to go ahead and hit that stop spell early, try to keep that stop spell of his own out of the way. But he has that DL too, so he's got to watch out for that. And there he goes.
Yep. That's going to be one that's going to take a while, I think. Either hurt more or Erdrick's Armors are what you're going to want there.
Right, and even a well-timed sleep is a pretty good option, but you can't be guaranteed, especially on those. I mean, there's no telling what that sleep resistance is going to be.
And hey, Breckenary, yay!
Ah, yes, the Breckenary 6.
In the middle of a swamp, so it's good to have a cheap in there.
Yeah, a little bit of reprieve, a little bit of rest there, so not too terrible. And of course, it's not too far from anything. So I mean, the fairy water, a fairy water grind later on wouldn't be a terrible idea either.
People saying 2,600 total experience to get to level 12, so it's 1,300 difference from level 11.
So big level 12 on that one. So we should hopefully speed up a little bit of leveling later on. But again, being chaos, there's no telling.
Yep, Bobsky has found the Staff Cave. Angel is going for Magic Wyvern and is going to find out the hard way. Ran away! Wow. The fairy
Wow,
flute.
that is man. So I don't think it gets any better than that right there.
So Bobsky just had some bad luck then because they're both at the same attack power.
Yeah, sometimes it just you got to roll with the punches, and unfortunately, those punches do involve fiery breath.
So we've got Schubinator at just over 2,000 experience. Angel at 1990. Hangry way behind at 667. And Bobsky at 1339. So Schubinator is going to be the first level 12 by the look of it.
Yeah, and it looks like Angel's back down there in the swamp cave. Looks like he's kind of hitting on these star wyverns a little bit. Super easy experience on these guys.
Yep, 145. Can't complain. It's better than the next night normally.
Right, and it's just a one-hit shot for him, so not a terrible little early grind anyway, just to try to get a couple of levels.
Hangry taken out again by a Stoneman. They seem not be hitting hard so much, but they're harder to kill.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen everybody having a little bit of a tough time trying to run from him as well. So probably just a little bit of high agility and 50. With these guys running, 50 agility and having a hard time running from them. That's ugh. Of course, you know what they say: agility is just a number.
Yep, and there we go. The red slimes are in the desert just south of Tantagel. Hangry's found them and has taken them out one hit for an easy 255 experience.
So he's gonna roll up on 11, and looks like he might try to maybe set up a little bit of a grind here, try to catch up some experience maybe, or he's just gonna keep going.
That would be a smart play, but at the same time, you need your stuff. So if you can level while you're exploring, it's a good idea as well. Rosh, you're saying Schubinator is agility, strength agility. Yep, it's a common play, especially for chaos. More so if you have full Sherlock, but you never know. It could be a help with extra defense.
And looks like we did end up picking up that princess with Angel down here in the corner, so he's going to try and get out of here before this Axe Knight takes him down on that spike tile.
Yep, Angel catching up in experience fairly quick. Even Hangry Canuck's getting up there now. All four of our racers at level 11. Only spells
Yeah,
we're
and
missing right now are Heal Hurt and Hurt More.
and Angel dropping that princess back off down there to that Axe Knight. He says, "Yeah, she's not ready to leave out of here just yet."
Let her stay in a dungeon just a little bit longer.
So while we have a little bit of lull while everybody's doing some exploring here, so we do have a full day of racing. We do have another race directly after this one, as well as another race later this evening. And that one is scheduled for. Give me 1 second to take a look at that. Sorry, that one is scheduled for 11 o'clock or 2200, which is. I'm sorry, it is 10 o'clock, and then another one at 11:30 on RPG Limit Break at 11:30, and the rest of them will be right here on Randomania.
Yep, everyone decided on Saturday this time. Seeing as we're going to have everything finished off tonight, looks like we might do our grouping tonight and have everyone ready for tomorrow.
Tristel brings up a very good point. Spoilers for next week. It is going to be crazy. That is indeed.
Okay, I think we're back. Everything looks like it's running. Sorry about the interruption there. Awesome, we're heard. Perfect. Apparently Angel has found the stones. Oh, as has Shubinator. Top of the grave. I know the fourth chest in grave was wings or an herb, something like that.
Right, and kind of looking at it earlier, I was kind of watching Angel stream while we were off stream. So he has 20. He had 2,700 experience and still needs 4,500 for level 13. So level 13 is going to be a super long level.
And with the given HP and strength, we're definitely going to need it.
Looks like those little red slimes are not going to. They're not going to live to see Christmas this day.
There will be many a red slime murdered, for sure.
And the ground will run red with slimes.
Yes, slime.
Slime. So, now we're kind of looking at things. Bobski back at the castle again. He's kind of looking around. Again, Angel doing a little bit of a search grind here. And again, I mean, these guys are still looking for a few more pieces. We know where the cave locations are. We're just missing that one last piece.
So what are we missing? We need the silver harp. We know it's not in Hoxness. We know it's not in Charlock. It's not in Tantagel. It's not in Mountain. So it must be Deep Grave?
Either Deep Grave, because I didn't see Angel go all the way down Grave, or Tablet Cave, or possibly Coordinates.
Right, Coordinates, because they have everything else except the armor. So most likely the armor is in Charlock.
Fun times. The great thing though is with Angel having the princess, he has the, I don't know if he's quite got everything searched out, got it figured out at this point, but for him finding, using Gwaylin, he can find that with his GPS and he'll be ready to go.
Yep, the jerk is known. I believe everyone's seen it. So once he finds that that silver harp, it's just to go back to Staff Cave, head for jerk, and head straight for Charlock to try to get that armor.
Yeah, the great thing is both Rain and Jerk are both known and super close to the castle. So I mean, once it's found, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
And then ideally, I guess, grind on the red slimes.
Red slimes, and then of course, there's also the possibility of just kind of taking a peek into Charlock to see, hey, what do we have in here that might be able to be grindable. Of course, there's also the risk on that is you're going to run in there and you're going to find again the strongest enemies in the entire map, and some of them might not be as forgiving as what we've run into on the overworld so far.
No, we're likely to see the Star Wyvern in there, maybe a Stone Man. Um, Even a metal slime, probably.
And quite the possibility of that magic wyvern that we did see inside of Hawksness with the DL2.
Right, yeah. Well, that was a Star Wyvern. No, it's not Star Wyvern. Magic Wyvern. Yeah. Why am I saying Star Wyvern? Words.
Yeah, they make up languages that also give us sentence structure. Those overrated. So Bobsky down in the bottom of Mountain Cave, picking up the. He's going to pick up his stones as well. Finally, so we do have most all of our racers with both pieces. Not sure about Canuck. I know we lost a little bit earlier, so I don't know if he picked up his gear or not.
Yep, we got Shub taking a little bit of a break here. Angel's still wandering. We're thinking he got his coordinates, but until he checks his items, we really can't check to be sure.
Of course, finding Breck 6, going to take a little bit of a rest there, and then of course we've got Angel back at the castle. Looks like he's going to go and drop into Swamp and go back to the other side and see if he can't find that gear he's looking for.
Angry just took down a metal slime. 8 experience. Very, very different.
Right. Red slimes 255, metals. Yeah.
So Angel has not found his coordinates. He's getting across. He's immediately checking McWhalen.
Yeah, so he's backtracking a little bit. He's already got himself set. Looks like he's going to pull it, and it's the death necklace on the tile for our coordinates. So, have we missed something?
It's got to be Deep Grave. I don't know where else it would be.
Right, because I don't think I've actually seen anybody running down there in Deep Grave thus far.
Oh, I'm not sure if anyone made it down there myself.
All right, so we do at least know that the death necklace is what's on our coordinate tile. Looks like we're going to have to go back and search a couple places we've already been, see what we've missed. But
Angel's a magistrate key with her Herpmore.
spicy little magies.
Seems it's the magic ones that are doing the most of the Herpmoring or the hurting, I guess.
Right, and of course I did notice earlier the knights do have stop spell. They managed to hit Bobsky early with one of those earlier, but doesn't look like it's going to make too big a difference because they're easily one hit.
Yep, great thing about having, I mean, every racer now has over 100 attacks, so you've got a pretty good chance to one-hit kill most stuff.
Right. So with that, I mean, we're pretty close to our go strength, but the rest of our stats are still looking pretty abysmal right now. And of course, with that huge gap between level 12 and 13, it's going to be a little bit before these guys are close to ready.
Yep. You really do need to find out where that harp is, but it could be an alternative strategy here to just go grind for a while.
Yeah, pick up those levels so that as soon as you do get the harp, it's just go time. But again, that also depends on what's right down there at the bottom of Deep Grave, because it kind of sits a little weird with me that we've gotten this far and we have gone into Grave, but we haven't gone all the way down. So it's kind of what's down there that's stopped us.
Yeah, most runners I think have seen the first 3. I do believe Angel saw the 4th one, so pretty sure it's the 5th one now. And Angel's back in Grave, so he pretty much knows it.
Bela V says it's going to be in the vanilla location.
Not many other spots could be now.
I know, right? Two chests, so I mean 50-50 on this one.
Hangry does a reset. Where was he when he reset? What level? That might not be good. Oh, and Hangry is forfeit.
Oh, his game froze on him. Yeah, the message in there was his game froze on him completely, and he lost absolutely everything. So Bobski is going to go here into Cantlin and finally take a look since he has a little bit more humor and see what his coordinates are. Going to find out that saving that princess earlier was the best thing he could have done.
Schubinator has tried Magic Wyvern once again, still not getting anywhere.
All right, so he's gonna come back around, and he's gonna looks like he's gonna rest here in Cantlin, get his gear back or get his HP MP back up, and looks like he's gonna take a look around, and we'll see what he can find. Now that he's got his coordinates, he can go and find out that it is indeed the deck necklace, and he's gonna have to go back in and find his gear again.
So fourth chest engrave is a torch, so it means he's going for bottom.
Yeah, so it looks like right there, we're going to have Angel shortly with the harp. And then Angel, is going to make the choice of, hey, do we take a look into Sharlock and see what's in there? Set up a nice little grind somewhere. I don't know if he even saw that the red slimes were handing out 255 earlier.
No, I believe people were saying he had a wyvern to start.
Yeah, the Stoneman hit him so hard it froze even his game. It's just, and sorry to, it's unfortunate to see that, and we are sorry that he had to have that happen.
Yeah, could have continued, but try to get all that experience back. It's not going to be easy.
All right, so we have Wolf Lords down there, give him a little bit of gold. He's fixing to come around here and drop down and grab that harp. Yeah, Juzel brings up a good point. Only Shub and Hangry knew about those red slimes, so that's a vantage point to them for that. So they have a grind spot set if they can get the rest of their gear here.
Yeah, I mean, Spike Tile is kind of nice because you've got, every step you get an encounter, but sometimes you get something like a red slime. As long as it doesn't run away and you can get the jump on it, you can take it out pretty quick.
Indeed, and of course Valen V saying this is an unrandomizer because the harp in its location. That's what, the second item we've had so far that's been right where it's supposed to be?
What was the first one? I don't remember.
Actually, no, I don't think. I think that is the first one on this one.
Very good. Wraith with DL2 breath.
And Angel's going to take a step back for a second. And, it's honestly going to work in his favor. He is indeed going to be able to turn around and hit both the Staff of Rain and the Jerk Cave right off.
And if he's lucky, see one of those red slimes, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a super huge gap. Like I said, Angel was at 2,700 when we ended up off stream for a minute, and I saw him use Gwalen, and it was a 4,800 jump in level.
Death to a Wraith and a death to a Demon Knight. Both with fire.
One with a baby and the other with big boy.
Now I have Bobski going back in grave. Hopefully he'll get Silver Harp as well. And Schubinator is killing some more red slimes. Get that sweet, sweet experience.
Yeah, so we are trying to reach that at least Staff of Rain cave on Angel's in here. Of course, he's just having a rough time trying to get there.
Yeah, from that really fast start, we saw, oof, it's turned around. It looks like it could be an hour-long seed now.
It very well could be, and of course, you know that is the blessing and curse of having easy chaos. Is sometimes it's great, sometimes it gives you that great start and then just punishes at the end.
Someone indeed said fast seed, and hey, we all want it to be longer anyway.
I don't know who that someone is. I mean, that guy. Let me tell you, that guy. All right, so Angel has found his Staff of Rain cave with just 5 HP remaining. So he's going to be able to grab that, and then he's going to take a step back, heal up, and then he's going to head over there and pick up the Rainbow Drop, and then we're going to see exactly which direction he's going to play with this.
And hey, guys, if you want a real Chaos Seed, maybe we'll throw, well, just fast experience, not very fast. We'll throw in some Big Swamp and, see you 3 hours later.
I will not forget my first Chaos Seed. We had that massive swamp. That took so long. Oh my goodness. But yeah, these can be pretty brutal and they can be really, really fast.
CD saying, sounds good to me. She's played quite a few seeds. She's rolled quite a few seeds like that.
Of course, Vela V just trying to add to it with Chaos, Big Swamp, and no numbers. Ugh.
No numbers is not as bad as you think. I've done a few of them, and once you know what you're looking for, it's not actually that bad. Of course, in Chaos, you can't really keep track of how many levels you're getting because you don't know how many levels you're getting.
All right, so we do have those pretty hefty hitting green dragons down here in Charlotte, and we're going through and trying to find that fight. We got a fighter's ring, but we're looking for that armor.
2 chests left here, and 1 on that staircase on top right of the screen.
And from the looks of it so far, everything that we've got in Charlock is just not really given any kind of grindable spot. Of course, we still have the spike tile, but so far, not much there.
Looking like armor is on the judge's table. 1 last chest.
And of course, Angel doing the ever most important equipping of said items once you have it, grab them. We have Schubinator coming to grab the princess and get ready to take her home.
Angel has found his armor. It is on the judge's table.
All right, so the question is does he just try and go find him a grindable place, or do we go take a look at that spike tile and see what's there?
I'd definitely go for the spike tile, and I can see Angel doing that as well. You find out what it is. If it's no good, you just leave. Find something else that you've seen. But you definitely got to check it if you can get there.
Yeah, and I mean, he is closing in on that level 13 finally. He's at 3754. Still got a ways to go, but again, he or Bobski don't really know about the red slimes with 255. So Schubinator does have an advantage once he is able to get the rest of his gear.
Looking at those Stoneman stats, you throw a Hurtmore right away.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's just off the go. And looks like it's a golem on the spike tile.
That runs away, so it's not necessarily guaranteed kill. Only did 1 damage to him. So maybe your Heartmore might take it out really quick, or an excellent move. Nope, 100 attack and is still there.
Hakai is still there. $134. 158 and still standing.
Doesn't look like we're going to have a problem to get through the spike tile. So there's no way Angel can win this fight, but I guess he's going to try and see what DL1 has, see if it's a tough one or not.
Yeah, so very important information to have is how's that DL1 fight going to go, and then if you get through it pretty easy, how's DL2? And it looks like DL1's going to have some ump right behind him.
A little bit resistant to sleep, only doing 21, 28 damage. Not a big deal if you get the right amount of HP. A Hurtmore could take it out fairly quick. Yeah, bet a moderate DL1, nothing too bad. So DL2 is sleep, hopefully.
Yeah, so everybody else looks like they're starting to catch up here a little bit. If we're able to catch up here, of course, Angel going to have to try and find him a little bit of a grindable spot now that he has that information he's looking with.
Shub is in the experienced lead. Still needs another 2400 to level. Bobski's a little bit behind, 29. So yeah, it's going to be a long grind for a long time.
Yeah, but he's getting ready to have his. He's getting ready to grab his stones, or his death necklace. I'm sorry, on that little overworld coordinate. So I mean, I guess the question is kind of looking at the stats that we do have and hitting our next few levels. Is the death necklace even going to be remotely viable this evening?
Not likely. Although if you do get the HP in just a major dump, then it's possible. I mean, DL1 is not hard, and DL2 is only going to do its normal damage. So if you get above, 130 HP, why not?
Well, again, that's just going to depend on this grind. I mean, with everybody sitting where they are and still needing 2.5K just to get 13, this is going to be a little bit of a seed, I think.
So the Magic Wyvern casting Stop Spell, okay, it's going to stay there by the look of it, although it has run a couple of times. Taken, oh wow, even after 3 attacks it runs away. Not really a good grind.
And you got to wonder, throwing a Hurtmore out there, but again, without it, it's not going to help. Like I said, he's the only one that he and Bobski don't have a clue about the red slimes. Where Schubinator, as soon as he gets his stuff and it's ready to go, he just drops south of just south of the castle. And hey, we'll do what we got to do here.
Yep, they can still do a lot of damage with that Fire Breath. I mean, 67, up to 72 HP damage with that Fire Breath. Our runners only have 68, so they could single shot you anyway if they don't run away. Bobski now
And
gonna put the right
we'll
slime.
find out. And he says, "You know what? I'm good right here for a few minutes."
Brian Williams is right though. If it's only 1 in 5 good encounters, it's not really a fast grind, but it's an easy one.
Good point, Beta. Chaos is pretty evil regarding trying to grind, unless you absolutely know, hey, I've got this dropping here on a really hot basis. Yeah, it's going to be real tough to find a decent grinding spot.
Only time you get lucky is if something is on its spike tile and has lots of agility, so it's hard to hurt, but has no hurt more resistance, so, hurt more.
Yep, gets through clean. And then Schubinator with that DL2 Wraith once again.
Anything with DL2 right now, it's really not a good idea to fight unless you can single shot it. And Bobsky has seen the red slimes, but just decided to nope out.
Yeah, and as we saw that that little that Magic Wyvern's pretty spicy. 75% DL2. And Bobsky had the harp and was ready to go turn that in. So I did not see that he managed to get that earlier. It's a good thing now, though, because now he is ready to go grab his stuff and take a look and see if he can't get the armor down there.
All right, the armor would certainly help with all this DL2 breath because it would drop it to 48 max.
Oh yeah, Bobsky's going to get his gear, and he's ready for grind and go as soon as he finds out, or as soon as he decides to sit and do his grind mode.
Schubinator not validating a seat on Sparko Breach. What's going on here?
Running away from the Sparko? Oh my.
So we've got our second person into Sharlock now. Bobsky's going in. He'll check the 6 chests up top, and then go down and get his armor on the 7th.
Yes, indeed. And of course, like I said, looking at our enemies down here, they just didn't give a viable grind down here in Sharlock, so it's just going to depend on your overworld grind spots. Yeah, Brian, you have a good point. It is just awful, awful, awful grind spots just about everywhere.
Angel seems like he's trying Swamp Cave, hoping to find something good.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to give these blues a shot here to see what he can get off of them.
And the Stone Man is holding Bobsky hostage and won't let him go for his armor.
Using his last heal more there, trying to get away from this guy. He's just not letting him go.
And is taken out with, what, 10 run fails maybe?
Yeah, those guys are just not having any of it. It's just one of those things. These stonemen are just super, super fast. He's going to go up there and try it again. At least he knows at this point that, there's only a couple of chests he could have grabbed. But, I mean, at this point, it's run and pray for no stonemen.
And there goes that. Surprised he's not trying either Hurtmore or Sleep unless he's tried it earlier in the seed.
Well, if I remember right, the Hurtmore resistance on this guy is pretty low. So, I mean, Hurtmore would be a... Oh, that's right. They don't have Hurtmore.
Just noticed that myself.
What spell is this? What sorcery do you speak of?
I'm sure we'll find out at level 16.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that'd be awful, man. Well, he does have his fighter's ring, and he does have his dragon scale now, so he's got a little bit of added padding to him now.
Knows the armor is in this last chest here and is going to have it shortly.
And there's the armor form, so now it's going to be who can reach that magical number 13 before who else. Angel getting that grind in, so he's quite made up the difference of experience that he did have behind. So he's getting closer and closer to that elusive 13.
What we're looking for in 13, we want a minimum of 12 attack. We want ideally 6 agility. That will be up to the proper defense and attack. And really a lot of HP. Most likely 13 is not going to be enough. We're probably going to want 15 or 16.
And today is just not the day to just be messing with anything that has stone in it.
Nope, they're definitely a wall today.
No going around, no going over, just go through. But I think we've seen somebody try to take one down, and it's just it's not happening.
Schubinator has now picked up his harp. We'll go trade that in, and we'll be even on items shortly, other than the armor.
Yep. So Bobski's decided he's going to go ahead and look for those little reds. He knew early that these guys were given, and they look like they're just going to keep running away now too. So this is going to be a little bit of something to keep one inside to get that experience that they're going to need off of him.
Nope, Shub's mixed up his cave. Has to go for the Staff of Rain before the rainbow drop.
Yeah, an Angel just still sitting there grinding away, just trying to get to that elusive 13 again. Looks like he's just kind of chipping away at with Knights, Red Dragons, and doesn't look like he's even going to bother with the Blues.
No, running from blues, running from reds. I think he was running from knights for a while, but I guess taking them on now.
Yeah, it's just kind of looking like these are the viable thing down here, and of course it's only 58 experience for these guys at every kill. It's gonna be a minute, man. Yeah, it is a pretty substantial gap, but I mean at this point though you really don't have a choice. I mean, yeah, and that is the other problem is these guys. I don't think he's maybe gotten one or two.
Right, they seem to have a fairly high agility, or well, they have a 25% chance to run anyway once they're that high. So they're certainly trying, and most of them are getting away early.
Yeah, and I was going to say, being that we're in either zone 1 or zone 0 here, they're just not even giving him the time of day.
Everything else in the zone is pretty low. I've seen 34 on the werewolf, 50 on something else. I mean, they're good experience, but I think Angel actually has the better deal here because just about everything he finds has something.
Yeah, and then of course, he's getting the 145 off the Star Wyvern, and he manages to pull number 13. So let's see what he pulls.
3, 3, and 19. It's not what he wanted.
But the next level is not too far, so grinding right here is still gonna do it.
So that was just under or just over 7,000 experience. Everyone else has to get up there as well. Right now, Bobski's still at 4,200, and I think Shub's is pretty close to that as well. Nope, Shub's at 3.
Yeah, so Bobski's going to step into Sharlock and see if he can't find something. He's going to find that golem and see that it is not really going to be a viable grinding spot for him either.
42, 33, and run.
Now he does have that flute, so I mean, trying to put it to sleep would be at this point the viable option he has.
Wakes up and runs away.
I take that back then. And in the immortal words of Piccolo, dodge!
Actually put it to sleep with a sleep spell. I don't think I've ever tried that on a golem before.
I cannot say that was on the top of my list, but he's just going to say, you know what, let's go talk to the Dragon Lord and at least try to get some kind of information on what we have as far as DL1. Very good point, Marashu. I did remember that, yes, the murder birds kept birding him.
And Joyzel, then I must have blocked that into my memory.
Well, Schubinator finally making his way inside Sharlock, so he's gonna hopefully find his armor here shortly. But again, the Stone Man onesie twosies is just not cutting it.
Angel has hit 14, 3 power, 3 speed, 11 hit points, and I missed the magic. Still not enough.
1 magic point.
But only 1,000 to the next level, so again, he'll just stay there and grind for 15. One of our racers has gotten to the judges' table first. They've all went for the Treasury and Sherlock, of course. These were most of the chests are. But Schubinator should be getting his armor here within 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, at this point now, it's just going to be who can grind it out. And Angel has a commanding lead as far as experience goes.
Yeah, it's won't say his Angels lose yet, but he's certainly in a driver's seat.
So while we have a lull here for our grinding, I will go ahead and say make sure that you are giving all these guys a follow, as well as our staff. Behind the scenes, we do have myself and Cyber here in the commentators booth, as well as NYC Guy High Spirits doing our tracking, and Elmore St. James, who is our restreamer as well. Yeah, his gains for 14 were not super great. 14 magic, or 14 HP, 1 magic, and just a couple of on strength and agility. So, a pretty abysmal level 14.
Yep, strength is almost there. You can probably manage if DL2 hits sleep or heal and you're able to stop spell it. You can manage with what you have, but the MP is not really there yet. The HP is definitely not there yet.
Right here with the at least within the next 2 levels, we're gonna have to super hope for a humongous HP drop.
Yep, you want a minimum now of 10 HP in order to do anything.
Hanger, you can share one of those over here. I'll happily take a drink with you, buddy.
Probably better off, honestly.
As you can see, this is the pain that you avoided.
Sometimes the only winners are the ones that don't race.
Now, Angel, we all know how Angel feels about my seeds, and we can with honestly say I didn't roll this one.
I'm sure he'll have some words for you after.
It's possible. It is very much possible. But I did not roll this. This was not my doing.
Not my fault this time either. Angel hits level 15 and 1 power, 2 speed, 33 hit points, 7 magic. And a new spell, which was our Hurtmore.
Huh. So now you got to ask yourself the question: do we do it? Do we go for it? And Beta has just the answer I would. Give it a try. I mean, it can't hurt anything at this point.
Yeah, you never know. Beta's hoping for a 220 HP DL2. Could be as low as 100. And if you get that stop spell off and it has a good chance on sleep, you never know. You could take it out.
Yeah, because 16 is 5K.
Oof.
If this thing has anything more than 160, it's going to be a long night.
And there we go. Angel has figured out the answer to the Stone Man's a Hurtmore. For a measly 5 experience.
Yeah, that's just rough. And there you go, Hangry. See, this is what you missed. The pain and suffering. I thought 4.8K was pretty rough going from 12 to 13. 5.1 is going to be even better.
Especially without a decent grind. Schubinator has been trying for the golem, is not getting very lucky, keeps running away on him.
I think we got our count up to what, 134 before the last one ran away. So we'll see exactly what he's got, if he can hopefully get this thing back to sleep and keep him in play long enough to drop him down.
Good thing is it's defense broken, so it's not actually doing any damage to you, really. Oh boy, 18 experience.
And at that point, you just look at me like, really?
188 HP, wow.
However, they don't have any Hurtmore resistance, so drop a couple of Hurtmores and hope for the best.
Yeah, but you don't get hurt more until 15. And you hurt until
Yeah, and
16.
even still, though, 18 experience, just no.
Yeah, Bobsky's grind for the red slimes is probably a better option here now. Speaking of which, Bobsky now hitting level 13.
All right, so he's got the grind, just a couple thousand more, and he'll be right there tied up with Angel.
Yep, first wall is over. Meanwhile, Angel has now started the Dragon Lord 1 fight. Knows what DL1 is like, will take him out really quick, and hope DL2 does not get him much sleep on a back attack.
Yeah, because I don't think he actually made it through the DL1 fight on his initial jump, did he?
I believe he did, but never saw anything from DL2 other than an attack or fire breath.
Yeah, that's right. But of course, Angel is really low, so it looks like High Spirits has the point here. Looks like he's just going to scout this one out and see now that he can make it a little further into the DL2 fight if he's going to have that heal or not.
DL1 is down. Let's see what happens. Back attack and okay, just an attack. Has to heal more right away in case the fire breath. Good idea. He would have died. And the stop spell does not land. Gets it, but no spells, so to me, if it hasn't cast sleep yet, really looks like it's probably gonna have heal.
Yeah, I mean at this point, heal is really the only thing that's going to have a look. But he doesn't have enough to get a heal off. He does try for that Swagmore and misses, so he's going to go back to the castle and get the bad news that hey, you still got another 4.9k to go.
Honestly, on 81 MP, I'd probably try again just to see if you can get it down to 25% health with the stop spell, because then it'll try to cast heal a lot more, and you may get through it. I still think it's worth at least one more shot if you can get in there with full MP.
Yeah, I do agree with that assessment. Just give it the shot and see what happens. Then, of course, there is we have Cantlin here, so there's also the Fairy Water strategy.
Indeed, and probably load up on herbs too, just for initial healing. Oh, Shuba's found a red slime.
Meanwhile, oh yeah, I was gonna say. Meanwhile, Bobsky down here still grinding away on those red slimes, and Shoop just following suit here.
Catching up really quick. He's up to level 14 or level 13 as well, only about 1,000 experience behind.
At this point, it's going to be one of these guys getting to that same point where Angel's at, finding out that the next level is 5k, and then just see who's going to go for the swing first.
Yep, so this actually, if all three of them get in Sherlock at the same time, it's still up in the air right now. The experience is so close. I mean, most of them are only about, oh, looking here now, Schubinator's only 1,200 experience behind Angel, so it's not that far away from level 15.
Yep. It's just going to be once he gets there, who's going to get in there first and actually go swing it full. And as I stated earlier, guys, once this race has come to its conclusion, stick around. We do have another race coming up right after this one. So another exciting one. We'll see how it plays out.
And two more races after that later on tonight.
Yep. two of those races being right here in Randomania, and the last one of the evening will be at 11:30 Eastern Time, right on RPG Limit Break. So feel free to go check out every one of these races, cheer on your favorite racers, and just kind of sit back and enjoy a full evening of Dragon Warrior Randomizer racing here.
90-minute gap too narrow. You never can tell with chaos, but I think we'll make it. So Angel's heading back in for another dive. He's not going to try the next level. Bobski has just hit level 15, so if he checks with Gwaylin, he'll be trying shortly as well. And Shubinator, about 1,000, maybe a little less experience off, only 750 now. So he'll be shortly in Sherlock as well.
Yeah, so he hasn't checked with Gwaylin yet, so he hasn't gotten the disappointing news. So it's just going to be, I think he's, oh, there we go. He's going to take that check.
Immediately nopes out.
Yeah, you know what? Let me just go in here, full MP, and then yeah, he's looking at the stats. He says, you know what? I can do this.
Going without refilling MP, going without grabbing herbs, and runs into a stone man. But has hurt more now. So.
He does have hurt more now, so he's like, you know what? Not anymore. He said, I am done with these stone this time. Meanwhile, we do have Angel going back into the DL1 fight. Again, he's got a couple of spicy hits, but he's been able to be taken down in a couple of hits. He's going to have to heal more right off before he gets to the DL fight.
Shubinator hits 15 just now, so he'll be going shortly.
So all of our racers sitting right around the same spot. We're going to have to see exactly how much this is going to play out on the Dragon Lord spot. Angel throwing those fairy waters like there's no tomorrow.
Fairy waters do have a chance to do up to 16 damage, so a little bit better than his strength could do right now.
And Juzel brings up a good point. He has yet to equip that fighter's ring. He got it, but didn't put it on.
Hope someone else is counting the damage on DL2 because I haven't been.
Yeah, I've just kind of been watching our other races here, just seeing where they're going to go. Shub looks like he's going to grind for here a couple more. Hasn't checked with Gwaylin to check out the disappointing news. And we have Bobski, who's getting ready to finish off this Golem. He hits him with a hurt more. He's going to find out he's got quite a few. So he's going to be going in shortly to take a look at Dragon Lord. Meanwhile, Angel's still just throwing out as many shots as he can.
Shub just checked his experience. I would say he's going to leave here now. Still kind of making up his mind, but yeah, he'll leave and try.
And Angel, he's coming down to the last few heal mores in the tank. He's going to try and throw out as much damage as he can here.
One more heal more left. He's going to have 2 attacks left after this.
All right, it all comes down to this right here. Let's take a look, see what happens.
One more. And gets it. Wow.
Gets it. Final swing. Oh my. GG's for Angel FM, who earned that one. Super, super hard fought right there.
You don't get any closer than that at all.
Yeah, so on that one, it's just going to be one of those. Those fairy waters are going to come in absolutely needed on this one. So these guys are going to have to follow suit or grind the 5K it's going to take to get up to the next level.
That fairy water may have done it for him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he filled up fairy waters as much as he could, and with just throwing them like you wouldn't believe. So he finishes with an official SRL time of 112.43. And I can only imagine he's going to have a few words for the seed.
Yeah, we should be seeing him shortly.
So meanwhile, Bobski back out. Looks like he's going to go back to his red slime grind, or he's going to hopefully go and grab some of these fairy waters and herbs. And it looks like that's exactly what's getting ready to happen up here with Shubinator. He's grabbing everything and grabbing wings, or he's selling a couple of things. There we go. So it looks like he's going to fill up on herbs and then hopefully go grab some more fairy waters. That way he can kind of pull off the same strat here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is 5K to the next level. And yeah, I mean, that was as soon as Angel saw that, he said, you know what? I got no choice. I got to make a try.
Yeah, always worth it to make a couple of tries unless you know that you can't get through. But from the first fight Angel had, he knew it was a possibility. Guelph putting an edge or two, the Bobski has to know he's closed for sure. I mean, knowing that it's 5,000 experience to the next level, same with Shubinator, they should both know that 15 is a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, that's seeing how it just played out. It's going to have to definitely be where we go with this one. And joining us here in the commentators booth is our winner, Angel FM. Angel, fantastic run. How you feel about the seed, man?
Oh, I'll say the same thing I said in SRL. Just throw it in the trash. Just get rid of the seed. Just don't even want to see it ever again. Gone. Bye. Never.
I didn't roll that. Just so you know, that wasn't me.
I'm pretty sure you would have rolled a little bit better.
Not much. So winning on the DL2 on the final swing, man, that was something else.
Yeah, I mean, especially too the low rolls that started coming, start like sevens and sixes. I was pretty scared. So I figured at that point, like, okay, well, I guess this is going to be a forfeit, or not a forfeit, but at least a wipe, and we'll have to do 40 star wyverns. But I mean, it worked out.
Yeah, the super huge gap between 12 and 13. You gain the two levels right there on the Star Wyverns pretty quickly. And then you check Gwaylin. She's like, I got bad news.
I mean, those are always the good levels to see. I mean, in the 3K, I mean, I don't even know if there's a good enemy besides the Star Wyvern. Because, like,
Red
The
go ahead.
Reds seemed to be the best at 255 experience, and they were right outside Tantagel in that desert just to the south, but they were running at around level 13, and no one else used the same grind spot you did.
Okay, because, yeah, I mean, I got breath by one, and that was it for race for me.
Yeah, so how about those Stonemen?
Oh, for the disappointment of, well, more getting hurt more at that point. Like, okay, well, these must be worth a lot, hopefully. Nah. Here's your 5 experience.
235 agility. And yeah, Bobski and the Stonemen have just not had a very good relationship tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Repel is pretty important in Sharlock, especially in Chaos. I mean, I didn't see him besides, the Axe Knight in Sharlock.
Yeah, no, Sharlock didn't have anything really worth the grind. I think the best thing that they had were either the Axe Knights and the Green Dragons, and those were taking a super hard amount of times. Plus, those Green Dragons were hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Beta, don't worry. I agree with you. Just this one time, I'll agree with you. Don't worry.
Agility may mean something after all. Oh wait, that's strength.
Right?
I don't know. I think it was more persistence more than anything else in this seed.
Yeah, and that late hurt more too, and actually not getting hurt either. So hurt more at level 15, hurt at level 16. You couldn't even try. There were a bunch of enemies with 0 out of 16 hurt resistance, but you couldn't even try it really.
Yeah, like I said, the Stuntmen, the Warlocks, you can't do anything to them. I mean, you can run away, but you can't do any damage. And when I got hurt more, I was hoping, hey, maybe they're huge experience, and I can just go on them.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
had Bobski try to grind the golem on the spike tile for a while, but it kept running from him. And somebody was trying to grind the um, Magic Wyvern in Hoxness, and again, just kept running.
Yeah, I tried that earlier with the Golem. I got like an excellent move and dealt another 40 damage to it, and then it just ran. And I tried multiple times to have it not run, and it just kept doing it. So I was like, that isn't worth it anymore.
well, and I think we finally did have somebody take a golem down, and they're only worth like 15, 18 experience.
Yeah, I took down one, and they were not worth it. I don't know if anyone's taken down a Magic Wyvern at all.
Yeah, we did have somebody. I believe Shub took one out, but it again was not worth the grind that was giving you guys trouble for.
Yeah, at that point, it was just, I mean, the Star Wyverns were just sticking around. So at that point, I just figured, we'll just keep walking up and down swamp and just keep getting stars and knights.
Yeah, you seem to
Uh,
have the best grind spot there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, only thing is, you deal with the blue, you deal with the red, which don't really do anything.
yeah, no, neither blues or reds were giving hardly anything out, and of course the greens were just hitting way too hard for you guys to make a grindable spot out of. So I guess my question now is, Angel, is Chaos Week out of the way. Here comes tiebreakers. How you feeling about going into next week?
So while I am pretty decent at tiebreakers, I have done pretty horribly whenever it came to a competitive situation in this. So not very, but I'm I think I'm currently the only person with 10 points. So I'm pretty I have a little bit of a bank right there.
Yeah, currently as it sits, you are the only person to have back-to-back wins in week 1 and 2. We did have the option earlier, but we had a pretty substantial upset on a really close race with all of our racers earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many good runners that maybe, are in that 6 point range that, next week is really scary no matter who you go up against.
Well, in my run so far, I've not done any of these tiebreaker runs, so I'm actually going to be doing some practice runs here pretty shortly to check them out. I've heard that they can run pretty fast, and I've heard that they can run super long, so it's all kind of random on that.
Yeah, it's more getting used to the speed hacks and the fast text than anything else to me, just because of how fast things go.
Another thing to watch for next week, I've noticed a lot of people practicing, and Curse Princess probably the fastest way to go, but maybe you can't find Curse Belts, so you go for Three's Company next because all you have to do is bring the princess to the Dragon Lord. But then again, maybe there's something strong guarding the princess, so it's all up in the air. Eventually, you might just get enough attack that you go for the Dragon Lord, but Curse Princess is always the way to go first.
All right, so I don't know if you guys have any more questions for me or not, but I'm gonna go help out with the next race and tracking. So, I mean, if you got anything else you want to ask me.
No, I think I think we're pretty good, man. Glad that you could come in and sit and chat with us for a few minutes. And once again, GG on that run, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Edge, Cyber. Thank you very much for commentating, for Elmore doing the restream and the rolling tonight. Great job. And NYC for tracking, and who else was there? Oh, High Spirits. Oh, I have to thank him. Okay, I guess I'll thank High Spirits.
Yeah, Angel is Angel. I will say this much: Beta is looking forward to next week to see you. That's just from what I hear.
Oh, I mean, I'm very well aware, but thanks everyone. Make sure to watch all the rest of the races tonight. I mean, hopefully a little bit better than what we saw today.
Yeah, so far one fast and one demonic. So, there's an average to go there. All right, so back on our race over here. Looks like Bobski's going to go ahead and do that grind up to 16, and he looks like he's getting pretty close. And Shub, I'm not exactly sure where he's taken off to here.
He's been back and forth between Sherlock and, well, Death, I guess. So hopefully he's going for another grind or just going to stock up on fairy water and try again. Oh, ran out.
Ran out of money. Yeah, so he's going to pick up a little bit of cash. Looks like he might be heading back up there to go see if he can't get in there and hopefully get another shot at this.
What do you think we're going to see at 16, other than Hurt?
Well, I think we're going to see possibly a little bit of a magic point jump. I don't think we're going to see too much more of an HP jump. Maybe a little bit of strength bonus, but I don't think it's going to be a massive jump.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Stag's going for 40 strength, 30 MP.
He said we're going to finish this right here.
So in standard flags, of course, level 15, level 16, usually your common finishing levels, maybe 17. Chaos, I've seen it all over the place. Some at 13, some at 22.
Yeah, our earlier race we finished at 19. So yeah, I mean it is one of those that you can gain a ton in a stat, and then you can again, like Beta, you can gain 0. So we'll see what happens.
And that's definitely happened.
And Bobski, he's gonna play with the Stone Man for a bit. He's not even gonna waste any magic. He's gonna go for his shot here.
Keeps trying to run, keeps trying to run. Oh man, try the Hurt more. Should take it out right away.
Drops you a heal more, but it gives you that opportunity at least to make this dive attempt happen here. And he gets the run finally.
Runs into a green, shouldn't be too bad to run from them. Has to kill the golem, but not a big issue. Unless it runs away, of course.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless he just decides to turn tail and, bravely run away.
Just like he just did.
Brave Sir Rutherford. Yes, Murashu. He did decide he's going to go for 16 on this.
I missed how much experience that time. He did just check, but I missed what the values were.
I don't think he's got too much farther. I think he's maybe within a couple of fights here, and I think he got it right there.
Nope.
Or he froze.
One or the other. Hopefully just a stream hiccup.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. So Shub is going to go ahead and use his herbs, and he's just going to go for it, man. He's just going to try this and see what happens.
20 for first attack to deal 1. 46.
Okay, there he is. He's back. So he's
okay.
must have just taken a small second to grab him something to drink and try to continue powering through this.
I missed my count, but DL1 has a lot of HP.
Yeah. So yeah, there it is. Now we have Bobski with 16, 4, 2, 7, and 3, and he's finally got Hurt.
So HP is up there. I mean, should be getting doubles and triples easily. MP is still really low. Attack is right on the edge. Defense is good.
Yeah, I mean he's got the option here. He's got a few more
level
points.
18.
So I mean we're gonna have to wait and see. Oh wow, 18. So yeah, I mean we'll have to see how this is gonna play out.
I'm just looking at the tracker. He's got 151 HP.
Yeah. I missed 18. I missed that he got 18 off that on that as well. So, I mean, he's right where he needs to be at this point. It's up to him on when he goes, but I think he's definitely got he's got the shot here.
And a 150, you want to use a death necklace now.
Yeah, I think with the death necklace, I think he's pretty much got the go ahead on this one.
$151 HP, 94 MP. Yeah, you're pretty good there now. 57 to the next level, so he'll be going to level 19 on his way out.
Let's do that one more time.
I believe that's the way it works, Giggles.
All right, got 34 on that one, so he's just really got one more fight of almost anything here in Zone 0, and he's going to have level 19.
Could have 19 or 20, depending on what the next levels are.
And he gets that red slime, so here we go.
Well
4,
within
5,
range.
6, 7, 9. He's good to go at this point.
Yeah, I'd almost check again just to see. Really doesn't need to go back to the castle, but I'd check again anyway, just because.
I was gonna say, it's gonna be awful if he just steps in there and the first thing that just gets in his way is a stone man. I would honestly just be like, it's not his night for this.
Yeah, I'd certainly drop a repel or a heal more here before you go in. Repel or fairy water. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Looks like he's gonna drop in here. Kind of curious as to where he's going. I guess he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna hit the save before he goes for it.
251 to the next level? I mean, that's another red slime. I'd go back out.
Yeah, save his items. And it's a very good point. I mean, 251, that assures you 100% you're going to finish this.
Shoob's making another dive. He's at the golem, so we'll see what happens here. If Shoobs gets in and gets lucky, he could have or be far enough ahead in the fight to actually beat out Bobsky.
Yeah, so at this point, it's just going to depend on the luck with the golem here, and then luck with that DL1. The DL1 with the rather high HP, and he's hitting for 20 to 26 per swing. So it's going to depend on how long that fight takes. But Bobsky said he has had enough, and he's going to go get it.
Yeah. For me, I would have looked for that extra red slime, but you really don't need it now.
Right. I mean, with all your stats sitting the way you are, you're at 161 HP. Death Necklace is definitely the way you need to go here.
Drops the fairy water, goes to the golem. Hopefully nothing else will hit him on the way here.
Yeah, and as we've seen, this golem has he has some red-colored stones, or he's just going to take off and just not have a day limit. And he does
15,000. Just about 15,000 experience for the kill here. Shubinator is on DL2, so it's still up in the air. Although back attack, not good.
Right, but at this point, and there he goes. He's going to go ahead and hit that Death Necklace. So we're going to see. He's going to have the advantage as far as attack power and damage he's going to do. And he does have the Fairy Water advantage as well. So this is going to be a close one.
Yeah, I think the advantage is still on Bobsky, but you never know.
All right, and Bobsky starting that DL2 shot. So Shoob's got a little bit of a head start, but again, with Bobsky having that DL2 or that Death Necklace, sorry, equipped, and he's hitting for 22 a shot. This is going to be a super close finish.
Indeed. Like we say, Bobsky pretty much guaranteed to win. Shubes is still, not quite 100%. But Shubes is further in the fight.
I'd almost call this one neck and neck at this point. Again, I wasn't watching Shub. I wanted to kind of see where Bobsky was on his hits with DL2, so I lost my count up top. Again, I don't know how close we are, but I definitely say he's way more than halfway through.
I'd agree. It's just so close right now, you can't tell. And there we go. Bobsky has finished. Or killed the Dragon Lord, at least.
Yeah, so break out those GGs for our second place finisher, Bobsky. And here we go. We've got Shub on his last little shots here. It's going to have to be on that last swing. Let's see what happens.
And that's a nope.
You got one extra swing due to the attack, but it just wasn't enough. Very, very fair point, Beta. The ambush did cost him the kill on that one, and he's going to have to go and try this one more time.
Oh, looks like he's actually forfeit.
Oh. All right, so we have Bobsky with an official SRL time of 1:34.50, and Shubinator pulling in the forfeit as well.
131 HP, so a little less than normal. So fairly decent Dragon Lord fight, but of course, if you don't have the stats, that's all you can do.
All right, so joining us here in the commentators booth, we do have Bobsky. Bobsky, great game, buddy. Amazing finish. You are the only one who decided to grind that out to 19. How you feel about the seed, man?
Wait, so how on earth did Angel get through that?
Level 15.
With 9, not even 10 heal mores? 10 heal mores, and that was just a weak Dragon Lord? Okay, well.
Fairy Water strats and some lucky rolls.
Well, okay.
He was not.
I was going to say, he finished his on his very, very last swing. He had a lot of high rolls on the fairy waters, but as soon as he started swinging the sword, he just started lowering real low rolls. His last swing was a really lucky shot, and he was able to pull it there. So yeah, I mean, you guys had the strats going. Shubes had a couple of runs in there where he was getting pretty close, and his last dive there was real close. But you took him down on that last one with absolute zero effort almost.
Well, yeah, because I mean, once you go and grind the extra 5,000 experience for that level, you get 3 levels in the next 600 experience, anyways. Okay, well, that was a seed that existed, and I really enjoyed that red slimes ran away about half the time that I saw them before an hour, so that was fun.
Well, they actually had a bite to them, which was even more annoying. Once you let them attack, they did hurt more, and it was crazy. And yeah, I just was pretty tilted at the end there. 3 different times did I try to do that dive.
Yeah, no, there was a lot that was just annoying about that seed. Every trap tile being irksome or not worth anything. Everything that took a lot of effort to kill was not worth anything. It was just not a fun seed. So that's the time when Randomizer is even less fun than playing a vanilla grind game.
And all that swamp.
Yeah. So next week, guys, we have our tiebreaker races. How do we feel running into those?
I mean, those can also be painful, but theoretically, they're much less painful than Easy Chaos, which is also theoretically not painful.
Yeah, we've had some decent seeds this week, and then we've had some dumpster fires.
I mean, this seed wasn't terrible, but it could have been a lot less frustrating there at the end because you could probably tell I was a little tilted.
I think everyone was on that last experience jump.
You had the super massive grind from 12 to 13, and then you got there, and then 16 was 5K away.
That level was a big like nothing burger too.
Yeah, I was gonna grind for the next level too, and then I'm like, should I? Should I?
I mean, I saw Angel finish, and I thought either he did something like he did, or Angel kind of went ahead and found a better grind spot because that red slime luck was not on my side for sure.
Angel actually was grinding in the swamp cave, just running up and down and grabbing whatever he could see there. It was only getting 50 to 100 experience most times, but it just seemed like they weren't running away.
Yeah, a little bit more effective, I think, than mine. I had considered that, but I thought maybe with the higher encounter rate in the desert that I might average out.
That was my other consideration too. Once I saw those Star burns.
Yeah, I saw one of those pretty early on, but otherwise that was just a seed. But anyways, thank you to the Restream team. Thanks for sticking around for 1,500 experience the hard way.
What was the most annoying for me is that at the bottom of Garen's grave was the Staff of Rain, and I died in Garen's grave.
Yeah, I think a bunch of you had to dive the second time or third to get it.
I was not happy knowing that after exploring the entire rest of the world.
Yeah, and then Bobski, your luck tonight with Stoning was just awful, man. We were sitting here and just like, please don't really run into another one.
Yeah, I actually did have some curiosity about the Stoneman stats because they very clearly had good defense, and then I also could no longer run from them randomly. Kind of like how agility is completely made up and doesn't really matter except for you really needed to have defense. At some point, I just no longer was able to run from them anymore, and that was really irksome.
135 agility. Yes, they were super fast.
And those red slimes that kept getting the initiative on me, probably like 3.
Not 100% sure what they were sitting at. We didn't take a look at their stats, but we definitely checked out the Stoneman because every time you walked into one, it was just one thing after another.
I especially enjoyed after hurt-mooring one and killing it and seeing, oh yeah, this thing that has been in my way for multiple times in this game, it's worth like 10 experience.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I didn't kill one.
Yep, just the way it goes. So we've actually got our next racers waiting to go online. So we're going to wrap this up real quick and let Elmore get off, Math Girl take over, and get the next race started. GG, guys. Any last words?
Now get us out of here.
My last words are, I wish I grinded for those extra levels because I probably would have given Angel a contention if I didn't miss menu multiple times fighting the Dragon Lord. And man, did DL1 suck.
Indeed, a lot of HP. All right, guys, thank you very much. Thanks, Elmore, for the restream, High Spirits, and Joyzel for the tracking. I've been CyberDark86. Of course, in the booth with me was MK Punisher Edge. See you guys next time.